Hi, welcome to Changing Mindsets with Louise Namara. Happy New Year. We thank God so much for carrying us through 2019 and bringing us into 2020. Now, today I'd like to talk about aid. Man was created with the ability to make wealth, and everyone has the desire to make wealth. And this we do by working. Now, in the world that we live in, we have so many disasters. Some are natural disasters, for example, the floods. We had floods here in Uganda last year, and also in Kenya there were floods. Then we hear of wildfires in Australia. We hear of locusts, which were in Somalia, Ethiopia, and now are coming down to Kenya. Then there are also the man-made disasters, for example, the diseases, some of which are caused by poor hygiene, and then there are accidents due to reckless driving, and then there are wars, which have brought about an influx of refugees. Then there's pollution, air pollution. For example, in India, the most polluted country in the world. Then there is land pollution. We have the problem of plastics globally. Then there's water pollution as well. Dumping of waste products in the waters, which is affecting the livelihood livelihood in the waters, and so many other disasters. And this has led to poverty. Now, poverty has attracted aid. The aid is given by individuals, some by organizations, churches, ministries, in form of land, food, housing. And if I'm to bring it down here in Uganda, we have people being given envelopes of money, sacks of money. But my question is this aid promoting sustainability? I listened to a global business consultant called Vincent Anigbogu. And he said, if you have a problem, say for example, you do not have food at home, and you go looking for help, and someone gives you money, he said, do not accept it, but rather ask them to teach you how to make that money. And he said, by the way, some people give you money just to get rid of you. Now, if you receive that money, and you do not have the wisdom on how to make that money, yes, you buy the food, consume it, and then you're back to your original state. Then you look for more money, which you're going to consume and go back to your original state. And the cycle will go on and on and on, which is not sustainable. If you are receiving aid, which is going to support or promote sustainability, one example maybe would be to invest in business. That is okay. But if you're receiving aid that does not support sustainability, then it is a trap. If Uganda or Africa is receiving aid that is not supporting sustainability, we are being trapped. Be it to refugees, or investing in the educational system, or through consultation, if it is not supporting sustainability, then it is a trap. And if we receive it, yes, we'll consume that aid, and then we'll want more, which we'll consume and want more and more and more. And before we know it, we will be trapped in a dependency syndrome, which robs us of our God-given abilities to create wealth. And then we say we are independent? No, we are not. We need to go back and discover our abilities to make wealth. Everybody was created with an ability to make wealth. That is wisdom. Now, in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verses 12, it says, wisdom is a shelter, and money is a shelter as well. But the advantage of knowledge is this, that wisdom preserves the life of its possessor. And then in the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, verses 10 to 11, it says, choose my instructions instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her. Now, wisdom, money is very important, but wisdom is more important. Wisdom will preserve your life, which money cannot. We have people getting sick, and however much money they have cannot preserve them, but wisdom does. Now, wisdom can help us to create money, to create wealth, which is sustainable. Let us not be short-sighted to receive aid that is going to rob us of our abilities, our God-given abilities to create wealth. But let us choose to be wise and discover our God-given natural abilities as a family, as an individual, as a country, as a continent, and invest in those abilities and come up with sustainable ways of making wealth. then we can stand up and say that we are independent. But as long as we keep receiving aid that does not support sustainability, let me tell you, we will keep being dependent on these countries. And these countries, it's not that they really care so much about us, but they're just up to getting what they want to feed themselves, to develop themselves. So we need to arise, discover who we are, discover the abilities that God has given us as individuals, as Uganda, as Africa, and use these abilities to create wealth. Then we'll become independent. Thank you very much.